I'm with Dan on the Bionics booth here, and we are talking all things cloud.
Here you're seeing Caller One, which is a well-known product. This is our sort of junior talk show model, 3-line, 6-line, 12-line, providing all of the stuff that talk show does, like anywhere, but in a much simpler solution for people to install locally, just a Windows service. But this is doing that with a little bit of a difference. This is Caller One Cloud, so a couple of technological things that you can't see behind the scenes we're going to expose. First of all, this is now running in Linux, so the server is running as Linux, so you can actually get this payload running inside Virtual Rack, which is one move. But here it's actually running in AWS. This is a Fargate container spun up in Amazon Web Services, and we're connecting up to that. And all we have here is a web browser, and I can screen my calls through that. And we have a very small piece of software running on the ground, which brings the audio from the cloud back down to the ground. So literally, the SIP stays up in the cloud, which is great because you don't need to worry about firewalls and proxy and turn servers and stun and all that kind of stuff. But a really, really simple installation. But that's our baby brother to TalkShow and Bionic Studio. So this is the full Bionic Studio running again up in the cloud. So here we're seeing the social media component, we're seeing our SMS text messages, contests, etc. And we're just rolling this out for a major European state broadcaster with just under 5,000 users. This is incredibly scalable and something they can access directly and natively from the cloud. We get all of the scaling benefits of the cloud, all the resilience of availability zones, etc. But it's the broadcast software that people know and love that we've been selling for 30 years. But now the engineering lists we've made over the last 5 years mean this was natively rewritten, so it can run in Linux, it can scale from Virtual Rack all the way up to AWS using container technologies like Fargate, which give us resilience and scaling benefits. And yeah, everything that you would have normally done in the studio, listening to voice notes, watching video, moving stuff around, putting stuff in the on-air queue, etc. But this is running from here in Vegas. This is actually one for a European broadcaster. This is fake data, not their real data. Yeah. But yeah, all run up in AWS, which again gives real deployment and scale benefits to end users.
I was going to ask about security as well, but I guess AWS is taking care of that as well.
Yeah, so this is then single sign-on using their own organization, two-factor authentication. So yeah, that move from a closed network means you have to do that sort of thing seriously, but here this is fully integrated with their own single sign-on. So nobody can access this just using an internal admin logon. You actually have to use your organization's secure two-factor login.
Yeah. And has this been developed with the customer in mind that you just mentioned, or was this part of the natural evolution of the product anyway?
It's a natural evolution in that 5 years ago we decided that in order to achieve this kind of thing we had to change our architecture, to do a ground-up rewrite, not of the products but of the architecture behind them. And so it's really exciting now that we're beginning to see that come to its fruition, that we can now deliver the same software but with those architecture benefits, whether it's on the ground, whether it's in Virtual Rack, or whether it's completely virtualized and spun up in AWS.
Wow. Available soon, I guess?
It's available now. So this is actually being piloted this week in the UK to a major broadcaster, and yeah, available to anyone who needs a system of that kind of scale, or for somebody not at that scale but doesn't even want to have anything on the ground. So you can go anywhere from 5 or 10,000 users all the way down to 3 telephone lines.
Yeah.